This year, like no other, has caused us to do differently what we typically experience in school, the ways we teach, learn, and gather, which is the case with Erskine Academy's virtual high school information and registration program. As many would know, our past programs were held in person, of course, in the James V. Nelson Gymnasium and attended by our entire faculty and board of trustees. Our presentation has changed, but our commitment to young people remains the same, as do our mission to provide high quality education in a caring and safe environment, and our core values, scholarship, leadership, stewardship, and relationships. Though presented differently, we are as enthused and as excited as ever to establish and welcome Erskine Academy's class of 2025. I'm Mike McQuarrie, Headmaster of Erskine Academy, and on behalf of the faculty, staff, trustees, and upperclassmen, it is my pleasure to welcome you, our prospective class of 2025 and your families, to this informational and registration open house. I say prospective class of 2025 because viewing this presentation are those who have already decided on a high school. Others continue their search and are here to learn about this school before deciding. Regardless of your readiness to decide, students and families in our region are in the enviable position to be able to choose which high school to attend. Several years ago, a Maine Heritage Foundation study reported that 2/3 of Maine voters agreed that school choice should be open to all students. Yet, Maine's town tuitioning program is extremely restricted, with only 3% of Maine students eligible to participate. And of that relatively small group, nearly 530 choose to attend Erskine Academy. School choice in Maine, then, is very much the exception, not the rule. But here, choice is and has always been the rule, as we have no contracts with any town for their high schoolers, we belong to no town or city, and we have no guaranteed student body. Therefore, we are unlike any school in our region. At its most basic, school choice is about a young person being in the right place for them to learn best. Although the choice of school is yours, some may wish to help you with that decision. Your teachers, administrators, classmates, friends who attend another high school perhaps. But your choice is a personal one for you and your parents. A choice that is about your being in the right place to best learn and prepare for adulthood. And though you've probably already heard some things about our school from others, we thought of some things that you should know about us, from us, which is why we present this evening. Our vital interest in serving students and their families requires that we be competitive and very good at what we do. We must continuously grow and improve our educational programs and become even more effective in our approach. We must be up to date with classroom technology and innovations, and we must be trustworthy to care for and keep our young people safe and well. Because if you do not delight in our service, or if our work is deficient, or our results are less than strong, then we can be left for several high schools within 15 miles of this very spot. It is this reality that guides every decision we make, program we create, and relationship we build to facilitate student learning and achievement and transform lives. Yours is not just the decision to attend Erskine or Coney, Gardner, Halldale, Wiscasset, Winslow, or Waterville. It's also about weighing an important decision between a public high school education and an independent education, such as the one available to you at Erskine Academy. We are one of the few remaining town academies in Maine and New England to provide a private high school education to a primarily public school student body. 98% of our students are publicly funded, and they're publicly funded students generally living in China, Vassalboro, Windsor, Palermo, Whitefield, Jefferson, Chelsea, and Somerville. From wherever you come, when here, all are on equal footing and not joining a nearby town's high school. Instead, you're coming from your town's middle school to form a unique school community with each other and our faculty and staff. Together, we create an environment and the conditions for learning and growing that is not typical in the town or city high school. Unlike a public school that elected officials govern, Erskine Academy is directed by a 5-member board of trustees, all of whom are graduates of EA, who, from a deep affection for the school, serve its mission and interests. And although our staff have different titles and functions, we are found here daily under one roof, able to respond immediately to issues, concerns, and needs. We may have different titles, but a common job description. We all do what it takes. We do what it takes to make students success. And there has been success. With one of the highest 4-year graduation rates and lowest dropout rates in the state, 98% of our students graduate in 4 years. Upon graduating, 80 to 85% of our students are accepted to continuing and higher education, many to the most competitive colleges in the country, many to vocational technical schools to become licensed in a skill or trade. Others receive training when in military service, and once in these programs, our students needing to take remedial or catch-up work in the first year is far less than the national and state averages. An accomplishment that was commended in the past by our former state senator, Roger Cates. Nearly 2/3 of our seniors graduate with college credits earned while in high school by taking advanced courses and classes arranged with colleges, but taught here by our qualified teachers. In this most recent past 5 years, we were on the Washington Post's list of America's most challenging high schools. I'm often asked, what makes Erskine different? What's the secret to its success, its special sauce, so to speak? My immediate and sure response is, it's people. Here, there is a strong sense of community, and the connectedness of the student body and faculty is strong and remarkable. Our school is deeply human. Regardless of differences in residence, middle schools, prior learning, interests, abilities, or personal circumstance and backgrounds, here, all of us are equals, and here, all of us matter and belong. Our values for excellence in academics, character, and behavior apply equally to everyone, every year, students and staff alike. Ours is a broad view of education. We are one of few high schools in Maine to include and sustain courses in home and consumer economics, business and shop technologies, the fine and performing arts, and vocational technical education. Our school goals include students' personal development as well as the intellectual. Who we are and what we are like are more important than what we know and can do. So we make a deliberate effort to know our students well and to be with them in and out of the classroom in order to encourage and support their efforts and to develop their work habits, civility, compassion, conscience, teamwork, perseverance, responsibility, self-discipline, and selflessness. We recognize that some of these skills will take a lifetime to learn, but our students may not even grasp their priority if we do not lay the groundwork. Now, is Erskine Academy for everyone? No. However, Erskine can be for anyone. All students, those with special needs and IEPs, those with interests in the crafts and trades, those who are academically gifted, anyone who can benefit from our program and environment are admitted and afforded all of the opportunities here. We are most certainly not a good fit for those who are deliberately unruly, those who would bully or abuse others, or vandalize, perpetuate violence, or bring or use drugs in school. Such students face dismissal from our school. Why? Because we serve those with exceptional circumstances, those who struggle academically and personally, and those who don't. Those who need social and academic support, and those who don't. They are all here, And here we are all valued. Each of our young people deserves a happy and healthy adolescence, a welcoming and safe school, and professional teachers who will build on their learners' strengths. Our students' aspirations and best interests become our interests. Our goal aims to do what is right when educating and preparing young people for their futures, and doing it better with frequent personal contact, care, kindness, and empathy. We deliberately build relationships that our alumni can look back on memorably and fondly. Relationships have a lasting effect on both academics and social development. They are essential between teachers and students, as well as among students and their peers. Now, how have we measured up to that goal? Our accrediting agency, the New England Association of Schools and Colleges, in response to our most recent 5-year review, stated, and I quote, "The commission wishes to note the level of attention the school gives its students. You have developed a truly extensive and effective program, one that is singularly focused on students, maximizing their experience and on the experiences available to them after high school." A public high school system may very well be the right fit for the student and family. And because most of you are from communities that give high school choice to their residents, you have a better chance than most at finding a program that fits you best. I've told you a little about an independent school option, Erskine Academy, where I assure you that you will be provided one of the finest high school education experiences in our region and state. Once again, thank you for viewing our program and considering us to become your chosen high school. And at this time, to provide more detail about our academic programs is Associate Headmaster Jamie Soul.